What's up? Donald Trump and Governor Abbott. I just asked Miss Crystal. I have just sued every radio station in the state of Texas for racism crime, for supporting Dallas racism against a disability. Lying with racism with Yellow Breezy in Houston, Texas, Lil Kiki. A crime to terrorism of lying with MO3 to come up in the city of Dallas and still support Mexican OT for crimes. I asked for justice from them for crimes against me of racism kids and racism rapper participating in terrorism. Lil Kiki, Jay Prince, everybody involved, every radio station to pay up. Now Donald Trump, there's other people involved in this. You want your lion kick and eat it too. And everybody involved in this situation want their lion kick and eat it too. I'm not out to play this with this community. Miss Crystal, I told the Supreme Court, and I told you, I did Miss Christina or Crystal. I'm trying to make sure I pronounce it right. Donald Trump want his cake and eat it too when he lied. The community lied with Dallas with Lil Kiki them. You know about Jay Prince and you didn't take care of him and his son. And everybody involved in Houston. Don't worry about it. You laughing. You got something for that. I just sued for terrorizing a disability. Lying with Yellow Breezy and MO3 and Jay Prince and Houston and Lil Kiki. Every radio station that participated with MO3 and Yellow Breezy and the kids still on an attack. And God said, we got something for these kids and Yellow Breezy and Paul Wall. No, God said, I don't want no business with you. When you crossed that line, you made your bed. But they fight the black and white and racism, and the Mexican fight for their kind, and Donald Trump fight for his kind when he got a problem. But who's the one that's gonna fight for disability? But he had the nerve. They had the nerve to say something out of his mouth. He had the nerve to say something out of his mouth. You're a coward, man. You betrayed your country. You failed to protect the innocent. You weak as a president. And Joe Biden, you say you and Obama say you my brother's keeper. But my brother's keeper understand y'all betrayed that trust. You're going to take your lose with Social Security. Donald Trump, you're going to take your loss. I want Miss Crystal to understand me real well in the Supreme Court. America, business have to be made out an example. This have to happen. Everything have to be in my account. This community want me to open up to lies. Everything in my account just must happen. I need Miss Crystal to understand. Donald Trump will pay for damages, damage of terrorism and lying and deceiving. Lying about Ticket to World program as a government. Deceiving. Lying. False checks as a government. Using a check as a government. Lying about taking deceiving. Neglecting abuse as a president. You will take your loss. And you will take your loss real well with dignity. Every last one of you. And at White House and Donald Trump camp with dignity. Deception. Dishonesty. Been given to by Trump and the Social Security. You would take your loss. And the Trump voters, Attorney Pastor, had the nerve to say, oh, the people trusted you. God trusted you. Disability trusted you. And you betrayed that trust of disability. You betrayed that trust in what you stand for. You betrayed that trust. Since Lil Kiki and them stuck their nose in my business, and Yellow Breezy stuck their nose in my business, it's only right that they stand for themselves in these streets. They stuck their nose in my business. I just asked for 89 million from every industry. Every radio station that's in Texas. That little kid that's coming at me wrong. And God said, you want me to do business with somebody and they betrayed that trust. You can't have your lion kick and eat it too, Donald Trump, and you and Joe Biden of your political mindset. Nicki Minaj with herself talking about, I like your person when they go ahead. That's your concept. Kiss you in the man. A man. Everybody don't want to be treated like that in relationships. Everybody need their space. I already had success marching in Mardi Gras, so I don't want it. You're not worth it. You know, if Sabina was here and Cheyenne was here right now, if they was here right now, an older person jumped on me as a teen. There was about 15 of us. Wanted to go jump him. This older person died. This person died. And you know what I told Cheyenne them and everybody? I wish they was right here right now. He ain't worth it. After he put his hand on me, we told him he ain't worth it. I was Cheyenne and everybody was right here, and some of them was right here right now. You ain't worth it, Donald Trump. Them dumb kids and Yellow Breezy and the rest of them, Governor Happy, you ain't worth it. You ain't worth your lies. And Donald Trump, and I'm not going to argue with people in there because people got a family that don't understand it. You had your chance. But I let it all go. You ain't worth it at the end of the day. So let me tell them something. I'm not going to play this game with them. I'm not. That dummy Yellow Breeze is going to stay away from me. The radio station going to pay me for crime. You want to do business. I'm not allowed to keep arguing with that in there because I'm trying to go a different way than those things. I'm not allowed to keep arguing. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. You betrayed your country. And you think you're antagonizing, you think that's a joke. When you should have never crossed lines and barriers for racism and Yellow Breeze in them. Stay away from me, man. I want mine. Houston crossed that line with me, and Houston, Texas crossed that line with me. Keep it like that. These black people and the rest of them in this community, keep it like that. Don't force liars on me. Don't force your concept of your voters and what you stand for. So every time this community come at me, the Justice Department gets sued. So Donald Trump, tell the UK, you lied. You put the fate in your voters' hand. You lied for what you stand for while you let this city lie. And you let Yellow Breeze in Houston, Texas lie. With Boosie. No, you lied. No, nobody don't do that, man. You're not worth it. Mess your car, I wish I had a episode, a clip off of Batman and Joker, and I just want one scene to burn your money, to burn you a coward, to burn your money in front of you and tie you up and burn it in front of you, and then let you loose and tow you and tell you to your face, you a coward, Trump. You think you want to smile and antagonate, and you think that stuff pretty. You and Joe Biden with y'all own play, but he had the nerve. You know what Obama said? He had the nerve to say he my brother's keeper. He had the nerve, him and Joe Biden had the nerve to talk about he my brother's keeper, but my brother's keeper. Well, black dictators and Mexican dictators are Nazis. We ain't the same. We ain't the same. I want your kid to look at me. Your kid gonna learn from your mistakes, you hear me? Your kid gonna learn from your mistakes, Donald Trump. You hear me? Your kid, I want your kid to never cross that line again. The next time they think about you doing something, don't play with me in your political mind games, boy. See, my grandpa in New Orleans was a veteran. And he's my mama dad. He used to, on the West Bank, used to have a little guy. He used to tell me these little stories. You ain't half of the man that he is. He used to be in the army, I think. My brother said he was telling you ain't half of the man he is. And you ain't half of the man that's John F. Kennedy. And I think John F. Kennedy better than you. Because it seemed like he died for standing with Martin Luther King. It seemed like he had the balls to stand for something. That's why his death happened. But you're a sad man. You want to antagonate me. You want to pay back every dollar. Don't do this with me, Donald Trump. You better fat around and double up my justice and you do business or something with the UK. You better find a way. You cross that line with me, partner. Then you got the nerve to smile. This shit never even went that far. But you wanted to protect. No, you failed. You and Joe Biden failed both because your political differences, your mindset differences. I said something, your vote mean nothing when your spirit ain't right. Your vote mean nothing when your spirit ain't right. Your vote mean nothing when your spirit ain't right. You hear me? You hear me? Your vote mean nothing when your spirit ain't right. I told the gang members, I told Miss Crystal to tell the gang members, there's nothing to do with them. There's something to do with him. I want your kids to look at me. I want them to see me when they think about when they get in office about crossing that line and know the consequences that you stand for. You and Joe Biden make the same mistakes over and over. And I don't have time for a person in there. I don't have time. I don't have time. You crossed that line. But Attorney General had the balls to say, he had the balls to say the people that trusted him. God trusted you. God trusted you. It's not about the business and the voters. It's about disability that you failed to protect. Attorney Pastor. You failed to protect. You failed to protect. You and Donald Trump. You failed to protect. You failed to protect. You can't understand. You failed to protect. The pettiness behind it. The pettiness behind what you stand for. You know, one thing. You know, they say don't settle for less. But you know, at the end of the day, I'd rather be with my baby mama than be with a doctor with a degree and a woman just because she got a beautiful body and got a coward mindset. I'd rather settle for less than settle for an ungrateful doctor and an ungrateful model and an ungrateful person. Onto the causeway, off the causeway, onto the beach, and then at least it's in Gaza, and we'll see what happens after that. So since Lil Kiki won't cross this line with me, we got a problem. You know about Jay Prince? You better take care of Jay Prince and his son in Houston, Texas. And you better do it real well. And them kids at that radio station. You're a sad man. You're a sad man, boy. You're a sad man. Look at you. You're a sad man. You know how you lose Trump and Joe Biden? You let the people win over disability. Because they stand for God and Jesus. You let them win. You show no care in the world. You talk about this nation. But look at you. But you want to play up a political game and all of y'all little mindsets. I'm not the one to play with. I'm not the one. You need to take care of Jay Prince and them kids in Houston and everybody involved. And in Dallas. You need to take care of them. Because I asked for the death penalty of Donald Trump. He's trying to get special treatment. You talking about they voted. No, God said on the civil rights vote, I just filed a discrimination on the Trump voters and Joe Biden voters too if you got a problem. Because we understand the confusion of the mindsets. There's a billion of you. And I don't have time. Prime Minister is due to give a news conference any time now. A short time ago, the Deputy Prime Minister revealed that Robert Fico... One thing God said on this task, God and Jesus got more than one kingdom. His kingdom in his body and his other kingdom in the spirit. And God said, you have many chances, many tasks that I sent you. But right now, I don't got time for you. I don't got time for you. The community acting behind every punch they do. I'm waiting for that bullet to come so they can get the death penalty. I want to see if I'm waiting for them to do something stupid. I'm waiting for them now, and we're gonna see if America can stand by what they stand by. I'm waiting for them to do something stupid. I'm waiting for them. You doing exactly what I want you to do. We're gonna see with the Supreme Court. I'm waiting. They're gonna do exactly what they're gonna make that mistake. Let's see if they're gonna die. The Mexican gang is gonna die, and the black gang. They doing it, and I already told the civil rights, the death penalty, all of them involved. I want to see if you can live by what you stand by, Donald Trump. You're doing exactly what I want you to do. You're doing exactly what I tell them to keep it up. Every hit, tell them to pull that trigger. Tell them to pull it. Tell them to pull that trigger. I want to see if you can kill Kiki. Now, he know all of them involved. Jay Prince and all of them. Don't protect them. Don't protect them. All of them deserve to die. All of them. Don't protect Big Tuck. Don't protect none of them. Tum Tum, none of these kids involved. Don't protect them. The jury not to be protected. They put it to death. Let's talk about it. Hey, let them do it. Tell them they're going to make a big mistake. I want to see if America going to stand by what it stand by, or they going to be weak. You're a sad man, Trump. But I respect you. Your dad helped you work for it. But you're on my grounds when it comes to disability. You're on my grounds when it comes to the jobs and the disability. You're on my grounds, Trump. You better hear about me. You're on my grounds when it comes to disability. You got a racial problem. No, the fakeness out of it. The Nicki Minaj, she need to go ahead with that crap. I don't got time for that at the end of the day. I don't have time for those things. So we're going to take care of some issues. I'm warning this community. I just sued every radio station since they want to participate in this behavior. You going to give me. They want to play dumb. You going to give me. You want to play dumb with Dallas and Yellow Breezy? And I'm asking you to deal with Lil Kiki and them. You know about Jay Prince, and I'm asking you to deal with them, man. Everybody involved. Since Lil Kiki and Lil Flip want to talk the talk, you deal with them. And Jay Prince want to talk, you deal with them. You know about them. You do your job. You do your job, man. I don't want to hear all that politics stuff, man. All that they should never cross that line with me. Them little kids, I don't want to eat off the same plate. So I want them to do that. I want to see how far you willing to go. If you're gonna stand by, I want them to hear me, Miss Crystal. Damn, she gonna be mad at me that I can't pronounce her name right. Miss Crystal, that's your name, Miss Christina Crystal. I'm so sorry if I can't pronounce your right name right at the civil rights devotion. If I can't say your name right, and I know because my first lawyer got mad because I couldn't get his name, Doug Shittermeyer, right? He got to call it a little attitude. So in the state attorney that I couldn't get, I called him Doug. Then I called him Doug Shittermeyer, whatever his name is. But don't get mad. Taking no disrespect. The death penalty got to be on the table. An example got to be made. I want the Supreme. Donald Trump got to be made out an example. Can you do what needs to be done? Supreme Court. I want his kid to look at me, to never cross that line again. So, God bless America. God bless this situation. God bless. I need you to deal with Jay Prince and everybody involvement. And everybody involvement in Houston. This between disability here. I have no problem with them. Since they crossed the line with Yellow Breeze, everybody involvement need to be dealt with. Everybody involved need to be in Texas Music Office. They need to be dealt with. The radio station, I want mine, so they still want to act dumb. So God bless America. God keep my community safe, the kids safe that is in it, and protect the state I love and America I love, and plus I love my New Orleans state. So protect what I love, and I love my state, and protect my community, watch over my community. God watch over my community and protect holy grounds. So protect holy grounds and watch over my community and pray to protect and watch over my community. So well, the next few days will bring the risk of showers. Some of them are going to be thundery, but there'll be more general heavy rain affecting the south today. The rest of the afternoon is wet for Wales and central England, whereas East Anglia and the southeast